Got a question on TikTok asking if a minor should be added to the lease once they turn 18 years old. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I want to distinguish, again, the difference between an authorized resident and a tenant that's like financially responsible for the lease here. See, because they're not the same thing. So in the video that I was talking about last week about naming individuals over 18 years old, ideally the child should be listed as a authorized resident to be at the lease. Like, usually the leases I see will have mom and dad tenant and then any other like children listed. All right. If you have date of births, even better, because, for your attorney that's, looking at terminating the tenancy, we're looking to find out if there's adults at the property that need to be provided notice and so forth. So that information helps out a lot, or at least know who's a minor and who isn't. So we're not naming minors on notices or serving them with like eviction or unlawful detain or complaint information, because it's not necessary. Okay, and we want to try to avoid that. You don't necessarily have to add a minor to the lease to be financially responsible. Your tenants already have committed to being responsible for the lease, and so forth. So I don't think that's necessary. If it's not clear in the lease that minor child, now that's an adult, is listed as an authorized resident, I would probably do that in the lease. And I'd also note for your records too, that if any type of termination notices come, need to be drafted, such as a 3-day notice for rent or quit, 3-day notice to perform, or like 30, 60, 90-day notice, that child be added as an additional party to be served this, because adults generally, for especially curable violations like rent notices and notices to perform, are entitled to receive notice that there is that the tenancy is being breached. Basically, you're not paying your rent and so forth. It's better to just give notice, even if it's not necessarily required. There's a whole issue between subtenants and so forth. My position is always just name an adult that is residing there, so there can be no issue that hey, they weren't served or named on the notice and so forth. I like to just serve everyone that's an adult that's living at the property. Just my 50 cents there. So don't have to add them to the lease, but you should know who's there. So if you have to give notices and so forth, you can list everyone and serve them. Okay. If you're in the Northern California area and you're facing a tenancy situation, landlords, and you need some help, feel free to reach out. We might be able to help out. Put your comments, questions down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.